Relate to Holden Caulfield?
I've noticed that, like him, I'm very critical of some things, and oftentimes I just kind of judge people much too harshly than they deserve to be judged.
Nice. How have you had to deal with change during your high school career?
Well, there's been a lot of change going on. Just in so many different fields, like change in just with what I've had to deal with at school, what I've had to deal with just with social stuff. I mean, it's just a very broad question. Yeah, there's lots of change.
How has the book The Catcher in the Rye affected your life?
It's kind of made me realize that I shouldn't be Holden Caulfield. Like when I've read the book, I just felt like, wait, am I like this? Am I so negative and this and that? And so I guess it has kind of made me rethink how I what I say. Because most people don't like Holden Caulfield.
Do you ever think people are phonies?
Well, I guess it depends on how he defines a phony. I guess phony in my book would be just someone who tries to make it put on a mask and be different than who they actually are. So, yeah, I mean, I guess I see a few people as phonies.
Why do people sometimes act differently towards other people rather than acting the same all the time?
Because I think the people recognize that they can't do certain things or say certain things around some people and they can around other people. Like all of us act differently around our parents, of course, than we would around our best friends.
How do you not relate to Holden?
Well, I don't really care about all of the things that he does. Like he puts so much emphasis on certain, I mean, just littlest, stupidest little things that people do that he just criticizes them, and that I don't really do that, or I try not to do that.
Finally, do you think this book has impacted others, and if so, how has it?
Well, I'm not really sure if the book has impacted others to the point that they really changed what they do, but I think it's definitely. I mean, it's a very famous book. It's even people have blamed murders on it, and so I definitely think there's something in the book that affects people in either positively or negatively.